Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm playing with my pearlescent paints again. I hope you're not bored yet, but I'm showing you a whole range of different techniques and how we can use the pearlescent paints to create different effects. So today I'm going to put some paint on my base. Not too much paint, I'm literally just going to paint some paint on the base with a foam brush. I'm going to layer some of the pearlescent paint and I'm going to swipe to create a sea of cells. So you won't want to miss this one. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what we can create. Let me just show you the paint consistency. So I've got my Mars black for my background. I'm literally just going to paint that on this canvas with a foam brush. And then I've got some cell activator in here. That's mixed lamp black and Australian Floetrol. That's going to create the lacing. And then I've got all my pearlescent paints here, and as you can see I've had to label up each one just so I can see what colour it is. You can't even see that that's going to be a blue, well maybe in a little shimmer there, but you can see the consistency of the paint. It's quite thick, a little bit thicker than the Dutch pour consistency that I would use. They all look white until they transform once they're mixed with the black. So I'm just going to use my foam brush and drizzle some paint over the canvas and use the brush to spread the paint out so I've got a good consistency. I just want full coverage of the black paint on the base of this canvas. And I've already decided I'd really like to create a space vibe. I want to do a space creation, but using just the pearlescent paints to do a swipe, and then I'll add in some further details later. And I really transform this piece with one thing, and I can't wait to show you how it really changes the look and the vibe of the piece. But first of all I'm doing is I'm taking one of my colours at a time, and I'm just layering the colours in the middle of the canvas in an S shape. I'm then going to take a palette knife and I'm going to swipe all the way through these colours, and I can't wait for you to see how many cells are created and how some of the pearlescent paint colours really mix together to make all different colours themselves. So I've sped this video up, I don't want you to get bored, and I really hope you enjoy the process of this creation. I have my cell activator here, so I'm just putting some of it on this end. The intention is to then use the palette knife to swipe all the way through this creation. So I'm just adding some of this paint all the way through this creation. I've sectioned it off because I know when I do a swipe, I'll need some more of that cell activator to ensure there's some great cells all the way through this piece. So I'm just drizzling some of this paint on top. This is mixed with lamp black and Australian Floetrol. All my colours and all my ratios are always listed in the description box below, so please be sure to check that out. I'm also using a torch to get rid of any bubbles, and then what I'll do is I'll just take you in now just so you can see some of those colours already transforming. You can see some of that yellow on the edges, some of the blues and the violets and the greens in the middle. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a palette knife, and it's going to be a dry palette knife. I'm not coating it with anything because I've already put my cell activator on the canvas itself. So I'm literally placing my palette knife on top of the paint. I'm allowing it to connect, and then I'm just slowly dragging the palette knife all the way through this creation. I don't lift the palette knife up, I literally just do one large swipe. But I'm able to do that because I've put the cell activator all the way through the paint themselves. And the way the pearlescent paints work is they need to work with a dark background. Black is a great background to use. It's a great colour to use to ensure these paints really pop react and shine through. I'm just going to tilt this creation out slightly. It's not going to move too much because I don't have fluid paint on my base, but it just helps me distort that image slightly. I've also dropped on some of the yellow on the background, and I'm using my brush just to straighten those drops out. What I want to create is some negative space, but also some kind of shine and shimmer using the yellow. And I'm going to enhance that even further right at the end, so I can't wait for you to see it. But here you can see the yellow lines that I've used around the outer edge, and then all those cells that have been created in the middle with the pearlescent paints. You can see here they're already changing colour, and it's the black paint that's helping with that transformation of the white paints you saw right at the beginning. Let me know in the comments below if you're also using pearlescent paints. And check out my playlist. I've got about 20 creations now in that playlist where I've used various techniques. And I've been working with these paints for, way over a year now. So I'm having so much fun. I hope you're not getting bored with them. But let me know what techniques you'd love me to try with the pearlescent paints as well. I'd love to hear from you. And here's the dried version. And what I've also added to this piece on the outer edges and a little bit in the middle as well is some glitter paint. I've got a gold and a silver glitter paint by Pebeo, and all I've done is I've used my paintbrush and I've just painted on some of the glitter in that negative space. And I really feel that it's helped me create that space vibe that I'm looking for. By just adding a little bit of glitter on the outer edges really helps your eye focus on the middle where those pearlescent paint cells have been created. I'd love to know what you think about this piece. I definitely feel that I've achieved my space vibe, but let me know what you think and let me know if you're going to try something like this too. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a great week, and thanks always for your support. I'll leave you with some of these details, and I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.